Alright, one little thing that from section 2.1 that you need to know about is called function notation. And it's just a different way of writing what an equation or a function would look like. So instead of saying y equals, we use f of x equals. And that's how we would say that, f of x. That's how we say it. Now what this stands for, that f is the name of our function. And a lot of times we use the letter F, but it could be any letter it wants to be. I could have G, P, R, A, it doesn't matter. But usually we use F because function starts with the letter F. But it's the name of the function. And then what's inside of the parentheses is the variable we use. Okay? So this is function F, and the variable we use in this particular problem is the variable X. And then that equals some equation. Now, a lot of times you'll be asked to evaluate using function notation, and that's where this example comes in. We have an example. We have g of x equals x squared minus x plus 3. Notice g this time is the name of our function, and our variable in this problem is x, and that's all the only variable we have on the right-hand side. We have x squared minus x and then plus 3. We want to know what g of 3 is. And to do that, we're going to take what's in the parentheses, and we're going to replace that with all the x's. So we're going to replace x with that value in the parentheses. So now our problem becomes 3 squared minus 3 plus 3. And I'm going to put my 3's that I switched out in parentheses. You'll see why when we do the second example. So I have 3 squared, which is 9, minus a 3 plus a 3. Well, what happens is those 3's cancel. So my answer, the only thing I'm left with, is 9. And we write that g of 3 equals 9. There would be the answer to the problem. Let's look at the second example. We have g of negative 2. That stands for the function named g. We want to know what negative 2 is if we replace all the x's with negative 2, what the answer would be. So we're going to do that, and this is why I put them in parentheses, because whenever I have a negative, I have to put them in parentheses. If I don't, it throws a lot of people off with changing the signs and things, so it's always a good idea to put that in parentheses. Minus a negative 2 plus 3. Well, a negative 2 squared is a positive 4. Minus a negative becomes plus 2 plus 3. So now we have 4 plus 2 plus 3. 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 3 is 9. So g of negative 2 equals 9. We get the same answer we did when we plugged in 3. And that's okay. But what I want you to understand is that whatever is in the parentheses in the problem they give you, you are replacing that for the x or whatever variable you're using. That's how you solve these in function notation.